Hi everybody, I am here with Scott from Grasses of Life, and he is based on the Sunshine Coast in Australia. So welcome, Scott.
Hey, thank you.
We are talking about castor oil today, and it has become one of my favorite products. It's lush, it's rich, it's beautiful, and it feels amazing. And so I decided to do this YouTube video, especially because I love the product. So Scott, thank you so much for allowing me to film you and tell us about this particular castor oil.
Well, I'm going to grab a bottle because
Yes.
it's better with a bottle in my hand.
Yeah.
I fell in love with this product when we came across this company doing our research to what to stock. Spent a lot of time, and I came across the story via Dr. Hauschka's website, who the manufacturer was, the story behind the company. And I went as far as going to India to visit the factory, seeing all the processes, to know that I actually have the best castor oil in the world. And there's a number of reasons.
He does.
The main reason is the ethics behind it. So it's certified organic, certified fair trade, and soon, next year, to be certified ethical by UEBT. So it'll be the only castor oil in the world with as many credentials as this one does. It's HACCP certified, which is a food grade certification. It's quality control certified. It is the best of the best as far as I'm concerned. It's also used by the world's best: L'Oreal, Chanel, Lush Cosmetics, and Dr. Hauschka. And it's used by many, many others, to name a big list. But for me, the story behind how the farmers produce it to organic quality standards, how it's regulated, was part of the story. But the big thing was the proprietary technology this company uses to manufacture their castor oil, which means the castor oil doesn't get overly heated.
Big factor.
Yeah. If
Yes.
you heat castor oil, you kill the nutrient values, and there's no point putting it on your body. It's already dead.
Sounds like protein powder.
Yeah.
You know, if you overheat it, it's just like you've just ruined the nutrients.
Well, you call it denaturing. Yeah.
Denatured protein. Yes, you need quality. So do not heat it. Yes.
When you smell your castor oil, it should have a light nutty aroma. And then, and also, it's happened in the olive oil industry, and it's happened in the castor oil industry, is adulteration.
Oh, what does that mean?
It means that some companies, I'm not saying all do, but we've heard stories of companies mixing cheaper sesame oils, or if your oil smells like sesame seed, you know that it's been cut or blended, and it ain't the real deal.
And if it's like, majority of the product that's castor oil, you can still just call it castor oil, right?
Yeah.
You don't have to say it's got the sesame oil or whatever oil. But that's a good point to know.
Smell is your important first step, is to smell your oil. It's like the sommelier. It's your oil should smell a light nutty aroma.
I have to say it's very rich. It's rich, and so I particularly have this once a week, and I just lather it from head to toe. I do my hair, I do my neckline, I do my feet, I massage my feet, and I absolutely love it. And so when I put it on, it just goes like a long way. It really does cover a lot, but it's rich. I love the texture of it, the nutty smell as well, and you know that you have got so much moisturizing going. Actually, even my son-in-law, he's not a vain person at all, but he just says, check my neckline, check my face, and he's only 35. Can you get that? I mean, it's awesome. So I'll let you continue.
Well, I do the same thing. I cover it from head to toe too, because it leaves your skin, I call it baby bum soft.
Baby bum soft. Yes. Youthful. Yes, bring it on.
And my secret tip when you've covered yourself with castor oil is to get an old towel and wipe off the excess. So you can leave it on your skin without feeling very oily.
Yes. Okay, I'll pause you there for a second, but keep your thoughts, Scott. So I recently got married, and I put castor oil all over. And then when I wore my dress, I wanted my back to be nice and lush because I had an open back dress. And honestly, I couldn't help myself. I was just like, oh, that feels so good. Lucky husband I have. But anyway, go ahead and...
What I love most about it is that it's a low-cost cosmetic that's
It is, yes.
It's so good for being... Everyone can buy castor oil.
I know. Yeah, it's regularly in our pantry, so we don't go anywhere without it. Even I buy it here and I take it overseas. That's how addicted I am to this castor oil.
And it's in my first aid kit too.
Oh, tell us about that.
For wounds, scrapes, inflammation. I'm a martial artist. Good one, but not great.
Okay.
and I use it for putting on ankle injuries, joint injuries. So
Right.
I will, for example, wrap it, I get a castor oil cloth pack, I'll put the oil in the center, and I'll wrap a joint, or I'll wrap it onto an area that needs application, and I'll leave it on for a few hours.
Yes,
Yeah.
it's brilliant, and not only for the beauty aspect of the castor oil, but it's got anti-inflammatory properties. And my mother-in-law, actually, she's been using it on her back, and her doctor was amazed at how well she was doing. So it's really therapeutic in so many ways. You can even ingest it, and I also recommend it as a trainer and a health professional. I also recommend it to my clients to take a teaspoon or a tablespoon at night time.
We can't legally recommend you do that in Australia, just saying.
Just saying? Okay. Well, okay. But I feel like it's such a great product, because this is what I do. And for somebody who has had a lot of digestive issues, I found that the castor oil is like really, really nurturing the insides of my gastrointestinal tract. But even having the heat pack here with you got cold and heat pack to go with the castor oil. I actually have one of these, and I love the fact that I can put it all around. How would you actually recommend it, Scott? Because I know some of my friends go like, where do you get that from? Yes, we do. So tell us how to use that.
Well, it's got a little zipper pouch. I actually closed it and opened it, and the castor oil pack just pops straight in. The secret sauce is to...
That's the heat pack, though.
The heat pack pops straight in, yeah?
Yes.
Castor oil goes onto the cotton linen, so this is organic cotton flannel, not linen,
Really
sorry.
nice.
You put the oil in the center. There's actually a video on my website how to use this and how to do this.
Great.
You heat this up on the stove or the microwave. There's instructions on the pack. I usually buy or have 2 or 3 of these ready so I can keep the warmth as the heat goes out of it. I put it around, strap it onto the body, and I put it where I want to put my liver, around my gastro area, or I put it on my chest if I've done a chest workout or something. And I've got the straps. If I can do it by myself.
These straps are brilliant because they've got a button on them, and the holes are, just the tailoring aspect of it is just beautiful.
So
just
I stretch
beautiful.
the button.
Yes.
And I lift it from the bottom and over to the top.
Stretch the button. Okay.
Stretch the hole
Yes.
over the button, and then it pops on.
Oh, stretch.
Yeah, stretch the
Okay.
whole button.
Stretch the hole of
Not the button.
the strap.
And it's got 2 straps, and when I designed it for petite to all kinds of girths, so that it was it's quite a lot of real estate. Look how much it's covering on there.
Yes, it is.
Yeah, this has got its own postcode.
Yeah.
And the whole idea of you heat the castor oil, you warm it through the pack so that it penetrates deeper into the body, and that's what you want. You want it to penetrate. And that's the traditional ways of using it, is warming it up prior to application. And if you don't want the heat, just don't use the pack and just wear it.
But what this is also good, it is a cold pack and a heat pack. So, if you do have, say, lower back issue or knee issue or anything like that, you can use this pack which comes with this. And this is why I love it, because it's like I don't have to go to the chemist to buy a cold pack. You can have it in the freezer, and then just before you go to bed, you can actually put the cold pack on your back. And then you can put this, again, you can heat it up because it will defrost, or use it as a heat pack. So multi-purpose and multi-beneficial as far as your health is concerned, or joint pain, or any of those little niggly, because as we get older, let's face it, we're not spring chickens. We need all these things that we can possibly get our hands on.
As I'm getting older, I'm in my mid-50s now, and there's more aches and creaks.
Yeah.
I sound like I snap, crackle, pop when I get it. And what I did with this, I included that because when I did my market research, most brands don't include the hot packs. So as Mary said, you have to go hunting to find these things. If you get one of mine, it's included in every single hot pack, in every single castor oil pack we sell.
Yes, absolutely brilliant. Because I bought one, you see the Instagram reels or, things pop up, and I bought this particular one and I ended up throwing it out. For one, it just was useless. I couldn't even do anything with it. It was just not a good thing. And you might buy it a bit cheaper, but you go like, oh yeah, this one's cheaper than the other one. don't waste your money because you're going to eventually go and buy a decent one. So
I want to share one more thing with you.
Yeah, go
when
ahead.
I designed it, I did a lot of research into what they were made from and how they were made.
Okay,
So I actually double layered the cotton flannel in here. So it's twice as thick as everybody else's, or most that I've seen. I haven't seen anyone else double layering it. So that's to absorb more oil, but also reduce the leakage through the edges. And we had leak-proof edges sewn on. Can't guarantee it won't leak, but if you put too much oil on, you're going to get leaks.
Yes, no, I was the envy of my friends. As soon as I put it on Instagram, people will go like, oh my gosh, where do you get that from? And it just feels nice as well. And how do you wash it? Like if you wanted to wash it, by the way.
Do not put it in the machine, whatever you do.
Okay.
Because what will happen is you'll get castor oil through your machine.
Oh, it's not a cleaning
So
agent.
you get a pot or a glass bowl that's big enough to put this in.
Yep.
You put some laundry soap, put some warm water, and you put about 4 tablespoons of bicarbonate soda.
Okay.
And you place it into the solution.
Okay.
You let it soak, and what will happen is the castor oil will release and float to the
The
surface.
bicarb soda will do that. Yeah.
Yeah, it will help pull it out.
Great.
And when you do rinse it, don't wring it because you'll stretch the cotton flannel. So that's really going to wreck it for you. So you want longevity. Clean it after about 10 to 15 uses, depending on how manky it looks.
Yeah.
And then when you do, put it onto a towel, upside down, and press out the water.
Yes.
So you don't want to stretch it. And then you may repeat the process if it's not clean again, and then you let it air dry. Do not put it in the dryer. Please don't put it in your washing machine because you'll hate me for it if you get oil through your machine and then oil through your clothes. So
Yes, you don't want that.
No.
So treat it like your precious, expensive woolen clothes, your jumpers and things like that, the way you lay them out on the towel. At least that's what I would
it's
do.
my Louis Vuitton.
Oh, there you go. Awesome. Now, tell us cosmetics. Now, a lot of the cosmetic companies, as you mentioned, tell us again what they are and why they're using the castor oil that you are using, the same company.
They're using the castor oil because of the quality. And we have to talk chemistry if we talk quality. It's not just about the manufacturing process. So when we buy our castor oil, we get a what's called a certificate of analysis that looks at the chemical properties of the finished product. And there's some key values that we look at that tell us if the oil is oxidized or rancid before we even use it. Now, those those numbers on the chemistry report are very indicative of true quality. Some of the numbers, if they're lower, are much better, which we call oxidized stress or oxidized values. The other area is what we call the light index, refractive light index, how light penetrates castor oil. Believe it or not, castor oil is quite absorbent of light.
Okay.
That's why it's absorbing.
Yes.
So the lower that light absorbency, the better the quality.
Right.
And you're not going to know that from buying that in the shops. They won't tell you. It's just going to say, castor oil, it's amazing. But we have the chemistry reports to know that we're selling premium quality because the big manufacturers, what happened a long time ago is the Europeans went to India and told them what they wanted and told them what standards they wanted. So the European market wanted organic. They wanted the best there was. They wanted the best test scores. And they also wanted ethical.
Yes.
Because that's a
100%.
big thing in today's market is you want to know that who you're buying from is getting paid well, the staff are getting looked after, the environmental concerns are addressed. So actually Dr. Hauschka was the big driver, I believe, of why this company became certified fair trade. Because that meant they had to get when you look at fair trade assessments, they have to get a score for ecology, for environment. There's a whole checklist of things.
Yes.
So that means they're meeting environmental practices, regenerative practices, they're meeting water management practices.
They're environmentally friendly and not damaging the environment.
I've walked on the farms where this comes from.
Yes.
I've seen the farmers. It's a very arid, dry region, so that they're not using natural waterways. They actually had to build water tanks, not like steel tanks, but dams.
Right. Okay.
To hold water.
Amazing.
And if you see how castor oil growing, it's a hardy plant. And the whole fair trade methodology means that the farmer gets educated, the farmer's children get a school teacher that comes into the community, the women of the community get bought sewing machines, they get solar onto their houses.
Yes.
And this is because the extra money that we pay for fair trade, I pay 30% more, I'll be honest, roughly 30% more than buying castor oil off a non-fair trade company.
Right, yeah.
But that goes back in to all of these projects for the communities, higher rates of pay, higher compensation for the crop. Each year the company negotiates with the farmers the commercial rate they're going to pay for the seed for that whole year. And that's typically 10% above market rates.
Right. But it's worth it. Because you have better quality product, ethically sourced, ethically produced, and you just can't go wrong. So as a consumer, I mean, I found this in a health food store, and that's how I contacted Scott, because I then discovered that I can actually buy it directly from the company. I was like, oh, okay, this is awesome. And then so I've been communicating with Scott. And by the way, Scott's background is he's a naturopath. And so anything to do with organic or anything to do with ethical sourcing, like he is your man, and just loves all the purity in what he produces.
I just can't sell rubbish.
No, of course not. Don't. Now you've got some other products there, the other oils. Would you like to just mention those? And
look, the company who makes the castor oil for me also makes moringa oil for me. So we have a couple of moringa products. We do straight moringa, but our latest invention is moringa and blue lotus, which is a beautiful skin and face oil with a desirable, I don't know what the way to say it, it's a scent that is just super relaxing to the soul, to the energy of the body. It's really amazing for that kind of deep breath.
Calming.
Yeah. And that's our latest skin oil. I created, when I decided to use castor oil, it was very popular for hair growth and eyebrow growth, eyelash growth. But do not put this product in your eyes though. It was designed for hair stimulating and hair growth. And I looked at a lot of the castor oil products in the marketplace and I found them very thick and very heavy to apply to the hair.
Yes, yeah.
So I blended this with the moringa and fair trade argan oil, which we get from Morocco.
Right, yes.
And to make a lighter hair oil to help stimulate hair growth, and it's got rosemary, peppermint and juniper for those stimulating aromatherapy properties.
Smell it now. Yeah, so definitely great.
The rosemary just pops.
I just use, I need to try that, Scott, for my husband, because normally when I do his massage, I actually put it on his scalp and just massage it through. And I said, now, honey, don't go to bed washing, don't have a shower, just keep it on all night, just keep it there. So I definitely need to apply some more of that on his
Have a look at my blog at grassesoflife.com.au. There's a really incredible testimonial from a young girl's mother who had some amazing results. I'll let you read that. I'll let you see that for yourself.
I was like, what the heck? It's just this poor girl. Like, yeah, definitely. And it's on his Instagram as well. We'll link the pages to this video. But the roll-on, I said to Scott, oh, what do you use the roll-on for? And it's just skin.
Eyebrows.
Just eyebrows.
Face.
And so you don't have to...
Elbows,
and
joints.
you save a lot of the product just by, just rolling it around, all around.
And you get what you need, not too much.
Exactly, yeah. So, even lymphatic drainage. So would you have therapists that they can use this for lymph, just releases and stuff?
Just massage it while you're using it. Like, some therapists actually massage people with castor oil.
I do.
Yeah.
I have found, and this only happened by accident, and so I, would have a client and then come back to me and they say, Mary, I was having this chesty cough and things like that, and when you did your massage, and of course I massage through the chest, and it penetrates into the lungs. And lo and behold, this is an anecdotal thing, but this is what my clients are telling me, like your massage helped a lot because you use the castor oil.
Look, if you have a look at what I'm about detoxification.
Yes, me too. And inflammation, get rid of it, detox. Yeah.
Clean food, clean living. If you have, there's a couple of videos. If you go back on my Instagram, me with Barbara O'Neill about 4 or 5 months ago.
Yes.
And I've got a newborn baby, she's 2 now, and I put on 10 kilos.
Few kgs
since she was born, and it led to a lot of inflammation and puffiness. And I've really been practicing what I'm preaching in the last few months to get my weight down, get my muscle up. And that means I've eliminated all processed foods. I haven't had refined sugar in over 23 days. And that's been a challenge. That's been tough because I'm a sugar fiend.
What man does not love his chocolate, really? I mean, sometimes I think they're worse than women.
I will binge. There's probably time for another video, but obviously.
Here we go. Tell us.
Before I was a naturopath,
yeah,
I would go to the local bakery and I would buy a whole bun like that you'd share as at an event, you know, for several people.
Wow.
It's covered in icing, filled with apple and whatever, custard.
With the walnuts on the top and their coconut, you know,
all that.
Sprinkles. I
would eat the entire loaf within minutes.
Oh, wow.
In minutes, not over a course of a day, like total. This is how fried my nervous system was. And then I'd run back home, so my wife didn't know what I was doing.
Oh, wow.
And when she went out to work,
the bakers? Oh.
I would also, if we had chocolate biscuits in the house, I'd eat the entire packet of biscuits, run down to the shop before she got home, put the packet back in the fridge so she would know they were gone.
Oh, no. Oh, God.
But this is going back, you know, I've been a naturopath 17 years. This is going back 20 plus years ago, before I knew about nutrition, before I knew what was my nervous system, before I started to realize that, you know, I needed to really ground, take care of my body. You know, and it's been something that I'm not innocent. I've struggled with this in my entire life, sugar binging. My weight has done this in different areas of my life, but I know what to come back to, which is solid nutrition, no ultra processed foods, no seed oils, and I have a high protein diet with high fat.
Yeah, that's right. And it just works. And so not adding in those carbs that you don't need. I mean, if you're not going to use them, why are you having them? I'm a big fan of the ketogenic diet as well. So, and I'm into intermittent fasting. So that's probably another video that we could do.
Scroll back through my Insta and you'll see old chubby face.
He was a little bit. And then he went to India and ate some bread and some curries. And
I had bread every day in India. I hated it. Loved the food, but it was just like...
I know. Now, you have another product that you have just released, and tell us about your famous socks.
Well, I like to think this is a world first, but somebody else has done a version of it, which is our Castor Oil Everywhere socks. We often get asked, can I wear castor oil to bed? Can I wear castor oil? You can't, you wear it everywhere you want. The problem with castor oil, it's very difficult to get out of clothing, very difficult to get out of fabrics, unless you want to do the method I mentioned earlier, which is soaking in bicarb. Here's your solution to wear castor oil to bed. These things don't leak. So you put castor oil on your feet.
You massage your feet, you know, just have a little bit of therapy.
Self-time, self-care.
Oh, it's beautiful. Yes, absolutely.
You can even get a little bucket and put some castor oil on the bottom, do a massage, wipe off, leave your foot with a little bit on it, don't wipe it all the way. Or
keep your spice in your marriage and just massage your partner's feet.
Okay. And that's a great one. And I'm thrilled with that. And then when you're ready to put it on, roll it up like this, and then slip it over your foot with the castor oil on. And then when you're ready to clean it, turn it completely inside out, and use the same method I mentioned before to clean it. Pop it in the bowl with bicarb soda.
Good tip.
But this is going to let you wear castor oil everywhere you want to.
I think this will be great for winter because it will keep your feet warm.
They're very warm.
Yes, and it would also, allow the castor oil to penetrate into your skin. So especially as we get older and, your peripherals, you don't get circulation in there, you really could do with a little bit of healing.
I made a castor oil blend with cayenne and wintergreen.
Oh, did you? Were they burning? Were the feet burning?
No.
Oh, okay.
I haven't released it yet, but I've been experimenting with a new product.
That's why we get on. We're constantly experimenting with things.
But the other thing I found really great with the castor oil and the socks is cracked heels, dry skin on the feet.
Yes.
So how many of us have got cracked heels?
Me.
And it softens the skin beautifully.
Yes. It does.
Baby, as I said...
This is not a paid ad, by the way. This is just us sharing this.
If you know me, I am passionate about natural medicine, natural healthcare, because I came out of the medical system, and I won't have that story today.
There you go. You're telling it.
And I am drug-free I had a lifetime diagnosis. So, I became a naturopath because of my search for other answers than what I got through my doctor. And the doctor who was treating me, this is no offense, but he seriously had a gut like this and was telling me nutrition doesn't matter. and won't help my condition. I changed my diet,
Yes.
got rid of grains, got rid of sugar, got rid of alcohol. I don't drink alcohol, and
Big factor.
and that shifted things for me. But it also started my journey of education. We have to lead ourselves towards our knowledge. We have to find mentors. We have to find our way. And if you don't understand nutrition, find someone who does. If you don't understand what clean food is versus dirty food, find someone who does. Because these nuances make a significant difference to how you age going into old age. Like even simple things like, you talk about flexibility and stretching. So anyway, I digress, but the whole idea of the castor oil, it's a very old remedy. It's been used for eons, and it's simple, it's cheap, and you can wear castor oil, you can put it on your hair, put it on your skin. You can't legally ingest it in Australia, but in traditional Ayurvedic medicine, they did talk about ingesting it for constipation.
Yes. Yeah, amazing. So we will include the website and the Instagram page down below. So please click on Scott's website, have a look at what the other products that he's got available here. But my love is this. And I definitely wanted to share it with everybody because I personally use it. I recommend it with my clients. And of course, when you've got additional little, the pack, and now you've got the socks, you just can't go wrong. And follow Scott on Instagram, or follow me on Instagram as well. We'll put the links in the video here below. But we wish you all the best, and grab yourself some castor oil from Grasses of Life.
Ciao.